Oops. Whoa. Hello guys, welcome back, and for today's video I want to talk about procrastination. What causing procrastination? I am going to walk you through on my list, the list of procrastination and that would be the first one. So this recipe was to create a little mushroom cookies, but it's a lot of work, so it was just sitting in the refrigerator and I figured I'm just going to use it up for an easier recipe. And I used some chestnut puree on the top that I mixed with some maple syrup. So basically I just wanted to simplify that thing to get it out of my refrigerator, and today's video is going to be designated for that, how to get over and get motivated from the procrastination. So procrastination is start with when we are overwhelmed and we have way too much things to do, and that's cause decision fatigue. So you have a harder time to choose and pick what you have to do, and basically you're just going to procrastinate. There's an amazing video that if you want to check out, I will leave it down below in the description box. It's from Mel Robbins. I really love her. She's very motivating and she talks a lot about how our brain works, how your brain can talk you out in 5 seconds. And it can talk you out of everything. So basically you just have to go with this 5-second rule where you're counting back 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and then bolt in to do something that you have to do. So just watch that video if you want to learn more about it after this video. But now I'm going back to what I'm doing here and this is basically I'm processing the food that I have in the refrigerator, so I'm not going to procrastinate it anymore. So make sure I'm going to use them up, and the way I'm helping my future self is to peel them, cut them, and I'm going to package them in my favorite storage system, this vacuum seal pack that I can reuse. And basically all the food that I chop up and cut up, they're going to stay fresh for weeks. Even potatoes, carrots, you name it, I just chop them up and for the whole entire week it's ready for me to use. So I'm going to use it for sure and not going to be procrastinate because it's ready to use. I also will have the link down below in the description box for this storage system. I have it in my Amazon store as well, but if you want to look into it, how it works, you can find more information there. I'm going through on my refrigerator, and wherever food I find there that needs to be washed or prepared, I will just go ahead and do that. So I know that baby will use it up for sure, so it's not going to be waiting for it to be washed and prepared. That's just how my family works. If they see something in there that is ready to eat, they will eat it. I'm still decorating for Christmas here and there, so throughout this video I will have other decoration as well. But now I'm just going to put some lotion on my hands and start to fold. I know that a lot of people out there like to do the laundry on one day, but I prefer to do it as often as possible. So that way I know I'm going to finish it, because I'm not going to have a tons of folding, just one load, maybe 2 loads a day, but not more than that. So I'm more willing to finish it. It depends on how your brain works. For example, my husband, if he does a project on the house, he likes to just gather them and do it in one day, and to me it's just better to spread it out and change it up a little bit. So I like to do a little bit of a laundry and then I go to the kitchen, so that a little bit mix it up, and it helps me to be more entertained while I'm doing it. It's not as a boring task. So it depends on how your brain works. So I'm going to continue to use the tension rod. It's been really amazing to decorate with that. It's very easy. I don't make any damage. So I got 2 more for the kitchen windows, and I'm just going to tie up those greeneries. I have some leftover herbs in the refrigerator from Thanksgiving. I'm just going to tie them together and I'm going to hang them. I prefer to make infused salt with that, but I don't have time for that now, so I'm just going to hang them and dry them. So here's another procrastination. I tried a different color when we had this board up, and we took it off, and I wanted to fix that with a paint, and I ended up using a wrong paint, and it's been like that, I don't know, for a month or maybe almost 2 months. I don't even remember. But today is the day I'm going to stop procrastinating, and I'm just gonna do it. Joel told me that make sure when I pour out the paint, I always have to pour where the back is, so make sure I don't get any paint on the front, so we can tell what color is that. You know what, just the simple things. These simple things can be so helpful. Eventually, down on the road, we might going to do the same paneling or just adding some hooks. So just to add a little bit more things on the wall to be more welcoming. Oops. Okay. pretty sure most of you can relate to that, but sometimes it's not about the task that it's hard to do, it's more like the getting ready part. For example, if I have to hem a pants and I have to bring out the sewing machine, now that's something that holds me back. Or in that case, I had to find the paint, the roller, I had to bring it in, shake it up, and all those sorts of things. Once I'm on the task, it's actually pretty fun, so it's not a big of a deal, it's just the starting point. That 5 seconds when you negotiate in your mind. That looks so much better. Next on my list is to clean the lights on the ceiling, and I don't think I cleaned that since we moved in. I mean, I think once, I think I cleaned that once, but not since then, so it's definitely something I need to do. Whoa! Oh, look at that contrast. Whoa! I know that not many people can see that it's clean up there, but you guys can see it. But I'm talking about if somebody comes over, they don't see it, but I know it, so it actually feels really nice to know that it's clean. It's just, there's something refreshing in a room once it's cleaned everywhere, and a deep clean, it just gives a different vibe to a whole entire house. I am going to clean up and tidy up a little bit here in the living room, and the big monster that I have to fight in this room that I've been procrastinating is to clean behind the couch. And if you have the same couch, you know what I'm talking about. It's heavy on one side and light on the other, so while you're pulling out one side, it goes back on the other. Basically, you're shuffling. So that kind of puts me out of the mood to do it. But today I'm going to do it.
I'm walking around feeling free, thinking about what's happened to me from July up till now. Don't know where, don't know how. Lately I've come to realize that I can't see it in your eyes, so it's true. I'm so glad you feel it too. Nothing to hide, falling in love. To me it's perfectly clear, we're falling in love. It's true, this part of the year has something in store for us. We're falling in love. Summer and
That is just another example that the beginning is hard, but once I'm on the roll, it's much easier to do. So I'm going to clean under this rug. I haven't cleaned there for a while, so it's gonna be very nice now to have this clean living room for Christmas.
perfectly clear, we're falling in love. It's true, this part of the year has something in store for us. We're falling in love.
And I'm not going to stop now. I'm going to clean the dining room as well.
Take walking around, you and me.
And I just want to say a huge thank you to Carolina, Marcia, and Susan. Thank you so much for your sweet, sweet package. It arrived and I opened that and I recorded, so I will share that in another chatty video maybe how I opened those. But I just want to say a huge thank you from the bottom of my heart.
It's true, this part of the year, something in store.
With a little delay, but I'm finishing up putting away the grocery that we bought.
We're falling in love. No, it's the time of the year when something's in store for us. 'Cause we're falling in love.
I like to use a chalk marker on my windows, and that's where I'm actually writing down things, so I'm going to find them. And it's a great way to keep on track, and I can just check out what once I'm done with something. But this list was, I don't know, a few weeks ago when I put it there, so I'm just cleaning it off now, so it will be ready for my next list. Spotting some other procrastination, which is putting things into the jar, but since I'm here, I'm going to eat some chocolate. Dried goods gonna go into the jar, and also I'm going to tackle the fruits because I'm still packing the grocery that I bought the day before and I'm going to organize them on the shelf. For next, I'm going to tackle the dishes. If you have trouble with the sink filling up and piling up with dishes, that's a good way to get back the control. So when you cook and every time you have to wash your hands, just make sure you wash at least one dish, but once you wash one, you can wash two. But anyway, it's been working amazing. Now we have a different setup. We have a dishwasher, and I had some friends stop by at my house and they had some soup, so dishes are piling up really fast in this house, and that's good because we like to eat. I have two more things on my list for today, and one of them is this one. So I was supposed to cut up the bread that we bought, and I just set it aside, and I'm going to do it later, maybe a little bit later, and then it dried out so bad that I couldn't even cut it. So what I did with that, I soaked it in water, well, preferably in milk, but it would be way too much for this amount of bread. So I just soaked it in water, and I added some almond milk and maple syrup, eggs, vanilla flavor, and I'm just going to bake it. The last thing on my list is to cover this box that has some wires in there. It doesn't function anymore, but it's just there, so we have to cover it. That's been bugging me for so long. I don't know why I haven't done it earlier, but now it's all done. It's looking so much better. Thank you so much for watching, and if you enjoyed this content, don't forget to subscribe, like or share because that helps my channel. Thank you so much, and I'll see you soon. Bye!